Give the call to the member for Canning.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Defence. I refer to the front page headline of the Saturday Telegraph, "Give back medals, shock backflip." Can the Minister confirm to the House that his review into command accountability covers all honours awarded to officers who commanded at the tactical through to the national level, from the captains to the generals, during the period covered by the Brereton Report?
Give the call to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence.
Well, I thank the member for his question. And let me just say that it is unusual to receive a question from the Shadow Minister, given the personal experience that he's had, not just in service but in respect of this. And I want to say up front, I very much acknowledge his service in Australia's Defence Force, but more than that, and he knows my feelings about this, the member opposite in respect of this issue is a very brave man. And Australia owes him a debt of gratitude for what he has done in respect of this. What has happened in relation to the allegations that were made under the Brereton inquiry is obviously a matter of national shame. But what we can take encouragement from is that the Brereton inquiry, to the credit of the former government, is Australia dealing with its own issues. And so it goes to who we are as a people. And it is a fundamentally important report, and one which needs to be treated with the utmost respect, and I very much know that the honourable member knows that better than anyone in this place. And so our predisposition here is to be seeing that we fully implement, to the extent that we can, the Brereton Report. Now, there were 143 recommendations of the Brereton Report. The former government dealt with 101 of them. I want to make clear that there is no intention to review any of the decisions that the former government made in relation to those 101 recommendations, and particularly in respect that the Leader of the Opposition made when he was the Defence Minister in respect of the meritorious unit citation. None of that is under review.
The Defence Minister will pause, and I'll hear from the member for Canning.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Just on relevance, I ask the Minister to go to the substance of the question, which goes to command accountability and whether or not captains and generals during the period identified in the Brereton Report will be subject to the same review.
Give the call to the Minister for Defence, who is being relevant to the question, with 1 minute to go.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Of the 42 recommendations that had not been implemented, that we've in a sense inherited in terms of our managing of this, our intention, in answer to the question, is to implement Brereton to the fullest possible extent, given what I have just said. Now, one of those recommendations called on the review of the award of decorations to those in command positions at troop, squadron and task group level during particular special operation task group rotations. What we've seen in the last week or two is the Chief of the Defence Force writing to a small number of people to whom this recommendation concerns. We completely support the Chief of the Defence Force in the steps that he has taken. I can't disclose the number for privacy reasons, but what I will say is that in terms of this recommendation and all others, it is our intent to try and implement Brereton to its fullest possible extent, which I know the member opposite would want this government to do.